In this video, let's take a look at breaking a line that extends off of our survey. So we put in this property description from a point of beginning that's about a quarter of a mile west of us here. And I've just got a side shot drawing off the drawing depicting that. We could easily come in and just create a new drawing real quick and go back to drawing 1, for instance, and do a zoom extents. And we can see that here's our point of beginning way over here. And we're doing our drawing way over here. Let's go back to that first drawing, and now you can kind of see what we're doing. Let's go ahead and put that in the way we want. Here's how I do it. It's one of the few times I actually do regular drafting on this, and I'm going to go into my layers and just put this on the 0 layer, so I want to make sure that's current. I'm going to draw this in survey space, so I want to make sure that my paper space isn't turned on. I'm just going to tell Traverse PC I want to draw a line. So I'm going to tell Traverse PC, draw a line out here. Now, before I do that, it's nice for me to kind of see what I'm doing when I draw this line, because I want to put a little break line in there. So instead of a solid line, I'm going to come in and tell Traverse PC that I want to use this break line. So in Traverse PC, they're called a scale break line. And if I do a _2, it'll be closer. If I do an X2, it'll be wider away. Since I don't have a lot of room to work, I'm going to choose this one that's fairly close. And now let's go ahead and draw that line. So I'm going to tell Traverse PC, I just want to draw a line. I want to start at the insert point of 1, so I use the snap commands. I just select that point symbol or the point label, either way. And then I'm just going to visually kind of draw out here. And do you see how it already put that break in there for me? If I go farther, it'll put more than 1, but I'm going to just click out here about like this. And I just want to be over the line. And then I'm going to right click to tell it I'm done. So I've got my break line in there, and I just wanted to tell Traverse PC I don't need side shots anymore. So either I can hide that line, or I can just tell it not to draw them. And I'm going to tell Traverse PC that for side shots, just don't even draw the line. And I don't need any symbol out there either. Okay. So that line's gone. I just have my break line. And now I can come in and insert a symbol. Again, it's one of the few times I'm actually going to insert a symbol here, or a block. And I can insert a block for what that was. Okay, so I can come down here and say point symbols, open that up, and pull out whatever point symbol I want to use for that. I don't know what was in there. Maybe it was an iron pipe. Let's go find that. Okay, here's our iron pipe. Let's go ahead and select that. And then we're just going to insert that. Let's put it at the end of that line so we get it snapped exactly. Okay, so now we've got our insert point. I'm going to tell Traverse PC I want to label this line. I'm going to right click, tell Traverse PC I want to modify the object and label it. Now the label is not going to be right, but I can modify it. So I can come down and say this should have been 1,350 feet. Okay, and change the bearing also if I want. So now I have my break line in there. Move that over a little bit so the break line is real obvious. And it's not actually where the point is, but the break line identifies that on the drawing.